Good morning, everyone. Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. This morning I review for you guys of the Atari VCS 2600 original library game, Bowling. Now, it's a pretty simple game, which, it may have started development in 1978 or 1979 one, but it was published in 1979 by Atari and was primarily developed by Larry Kaplan, who, interestingly enough, would go on to, later that year, leave Atari and become one of the co-founders of Activision. In other words, you see or hear Larry Kaplan's name on something, you should know that it should be good. He knows what he's doing. Or did. Anyway, it's a pretty simple simulation of bowling. It doesn't quite get the physics of the game right in every respect, but what bowling game does. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty informal, but good. As I've known some of my other preferred YouTubers and friends to opine, one of the interesting things about these early Atari VCS 2600 sports games is that they may be simple and seem a bit corny, cheesy, or oversimplistic, but they are fun. And I would agree, I always enjoy them. Anyway, here's my loose copy I have. I have to forgive that glare. Let's see. Dadgum, quit with the glare. See, it says down here, 1978 Atari. Though technically it came out in 79 from everything I could find, so. It's actually got some pretty nice little label art to it. It's I enjoy that little art style. That really makes it kind of pop and grabs your attention without being over the top. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get us set up and toss this into my Hypergame Retron 77, and we will take a look at some gameplay. Okay, so here we go. I've got it set up for difficulty setting B, which will make it a bit easier to difficulty switch, skill switch B, which makes it a bit easier to score strikes. And on 3-1, which allows you to move the ball after you let it go, either up or down, which is even less realistic to the physics of bowling, but why not? This is a video game. Be a bit tricky on this one to actually get a strike. I used to know a trick to do it where you could get a strike pretty much every time, but it's been a while since I actually used it, so I forgot how you do it. It does have pretty nice looking graphics for a simple game, and the sound effects are more than adequate, so can't complain with those. Alright, I'm not picking up this square, I don't think. Not turning out to be my best bowling, but it'll go well. Come on. There we go. Close. Ah, yes, that's right. Darn, couldn't pick up the spare. And that's 139. Could have done better, but I think you guys get the idea with the gameplay. I'm a little rusty, is one thing. I haven't played it in a while. Okay, so that was Bowling, a 1979 original library game for the Atari VCS 2600. As I said earlier, yes, it is a very simple game, and a simple sports game, so a lot of these early simple sports games for the console were pretty fun. Especially where you had both a one-player and two-player option. Got to turn off the TV. If you guys can find a copy or find an emulation, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Again, I'm a bit rusty at it since I haven't played it very much in a while, but you could do a lot worse than 139. Anyway, my preferred YouTubers, Phil with his channel The No Swear Gamer, Greg Deg Games, a new one I've only recently subscribed to and will be sharing something from for the first time, Atari Archive, Petman QC, History of Arcade Game Documentaries, has a nice one on, he actually plays the game. It's not really a documentary, as is his usual. It was one of his earlier videos, but I'm sure he'll appreciate a share on that. You Really Play That, Willie with his channel Arcade USA, another new one, Atari Man 71, which his video is a bit longer and contains reviews of two other games in there, which is his typical, but this one is there, so I'm going to include it. Pure Retro Games, and the Flat Earth Video Gamer, he actually has a video where he's looking for a high score, a perfect score of 300 on this one. And be forewarned, you better set aside plenty of time if you want to watch that one all the way through, because it's about a little over, something over 3 hours, and it's worth it, but time-consuming. Anyway, all of them have nice videos featuring this game in one manner or another, so I'm going to leave you guys with links to that, so you can check those out if you like. And I will also leave a link to the Wikipedia article for any who might care to read up on the game further. Anyway, if you enjoy my channel's content, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't hesitate to leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the comments section below. You guys take care, have a good morning, and I will see you again in my next video.